For this video, we'll be discussing the benefits of using video in the classroom. I interviewed 5 of my fellow Southern California teachers about why and how they use video in their classrooms, so let's move on and see what they have to say. The first 3 teachers talk mainly about how they use video for whole class instruction. Okay, this is Ms. Deniz, and she's a teacher in Southern California. So Ms. Deniz, what do you teach? What subject do you teach?
I teach 7th grade language arts at this time.
Okay, and do you use videos in your classroom?
Regularly.
What do you use them for?
Depends on what I'm doing. Most of the time it's the projector up on the board. We project song lyrics as a poetry analysis. We also discuss how the videos change the focus and the themes. I also use it for writing. We'll put a short cartoon clip and have kids finish the story. They only see maybe about 30 seconds of what the cartoons do, and they have to finish what goes on. We also use it for help with grammar, little videos or how-to helps. Sometimes there's writing videos, little clips to help with their writing. That's just a start.
Are there any specific videos websites or videos that you like to use more than others?
You find a lot on YouTube. That's for the most part. I use a lot of YouTube. I use some of the California streaming. Not much of anything that comes to mind at the moment.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Mrs. Stewart. She is a teacher in Southern California also. Mrs. Stewart, do you use videos in your classroom?
Yes, I do.
What kind of videos do you use?
I use a lot of science videos for my science classes. I use a lot of, especially for my 6th graders, they like videos that are fun and appealing to them, so I use a lot of Bill Nye videos, and I use a lot of videos to show, because it's earth science, I use a lot of videos to show about the structures of the earth.
Okay. Do you use them to demonstrate any other concepts, or do you show it as a whole class? Do you have the kids watch videos on their own?
I usually have done it as a whole class. I do it as a whole class, but then we have discussions about the videos afterwards. So during the videos, I usually have them take notes and write out questions that they may have, because the videos may not be fully informative, and they may have other questions based on the information they get from the videos, and then we discuss them. So I find that the discussion piece from the videos is what I get more out of when we watch them.
Okay, thank you for your time. Barton, she's a teacher here in Southern California. Ms. Barton, what do you teach?
I teach 7th grade social studies.
And do you use videos in your instruction?
All the time, all the time. Well, we start off in the morning with CNN Student News.
Okay.
And that's one way for us to get our news for the day, and generally speaking, there's something on the newscast that we can relate to our studies.
To whatever you're doing that day?
Exactly. Just recently it was vaccinations, and we were studying the Chinese invention of vaccinations.
Oh.
And today, in fact, we're going to be looking at 2-point perspective, and the students will be drawing 2-point perspective to go with our Renaissance art lessons that we're culminating today.
Okay. And you use videos for some other things as well, don't you?
Well, I use videos all the time for the different, we have the history videos, the history channels, Crash Course. My goodness, there are just so many of them that you can use to go along with the curriculum, and mine is world history, so goodness, we go from the Romans to the Renaissance, China, Africa, there's just so many on there. I also use, the history teachers have songs to go along with a lot of famous people in history, and that's a great way for students to learn, because they get that music, and then with the words that kind of go along. I mean, they're popular songs that you hear, and then I think, oh my goodness, those aren't the right words. That's Charlemagne. That's not. They're very catchy. The students go off singing them. So that's another great resource to use for me.
That is. Do you mind if I show your drawing that you did from the 2-point perspective video?
That 2-point drawing has been on the board now for about 2 years because I was so good I didn't want to erase it.
You said this is a 12-minute video that you show when you do this one?
It is a 12-minute video, and most of the time we can get our artwork done within an 80-minute class period.
I'm going to walk over and show these pictures that are on her dry erase board from this. And they are very detailed and accurate perspective. So, Miss Barton, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
The next two teachers use video for whole class instruction as well as for individual instruction. They both have computer labs, and so their students are able to view the videos independently. Let's see what they have to say about how they use those. Mr. Hayes, he is a teacher here in Southern California. Mr. Hayes, what do you teach?
I teach an elective class. It's journalism. I use computers. It's a computer-heavy class.
Okay. Do you use videos in your class?
Yes, I do, on occasion.
How do you use them? Do you use them like as a whole class with individual?
I use them as individual instruction. I create, I'm working on, hold on just a second.
Alex Kihana, please go to F1. Alex Kihana, please go to F1.
This is a real school. We actually have things going on. Create videos for that instruct kids on how to do different topics. I have the one I have right now is an instruction on how to do basic programming with Scratch, and it's about a 19-minute video describing, giving them specific instructions on what to do, and so they can use it on their own. They can go back and look at it, and it's very helpful.
Okay, what other kinds of videos do you use?
Does Brain Pop count?
Yeah.
Brain Pop. I use Brain Pop. We're doing things on internet safety. I've used videos on that. That's for the whole class and shows it on all the computers. And we do little quizzes after that.
Right.
Kahoot, actually. Have you tried Kahoot?
I have not tried Kahoot.
Go try Kahoot. It's really good.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. This is Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips, what do you teach?
I teach graphic arts and digital design.
And do you use videos in your class?
Yes, they're using them right now.
What are they using it for?
I make videos like I'll do screenshots here. Can you see?
I
See
can
it?
turn, yes.
You can't really see this.
It's bright.
No, I know that's not what you want. But, I'll record instructions on the computer and then upload it like to YouTube, and then the students watch and follow directions.
Okay. And do you do any whole class video?
Once in a while, yeah. Sometimes, especially if it's something short, only a couple minutes long, that I want to make sure everybody gets right away. I uploaded a whole class video the other day for just how to save documents to Google Drive. It was maybe 60 seconds, and we just, okay, everybody watch this. Okay, great. And now it's still stored up there. If you need to see it again, you can see it again.
So what difference have you noticed since you have had the kids kind of follow their own tutorials and pause and go back compared to before when you had to just give directions?
Oh, well, it enables me to be able to walk around and help out more. I have more time to help and to get them to understand instead of having to spend more of my time explaining the basics. I really like that.
That's good. Have you noticed a difference with the students and how they react to directions?
And I think they react the same way. I get to spend more time giving details and helping helping them get better at what they're doing instead of me having to spend time explaining again, just, what are the instructions?
Right. All right. Well, thank you for your time. This video was created using Explain Everything on the iPhone. I did have some problems creating the video because I had the whole video done and I had it saved, and then it crashed when I went to open it to upload it to YouTube when I got home. So that was really frustrating. I have never had that problem with the iPad app, but with the iPhone apparently it did that. The reason I had to do it on the iPhone is I have more storage room and my iPad couldn't handle it. I guess I would have to delete everything to do that. So anyway, this is a great app. I plan on using it in the future, but I'm sure hoping that they improve it so that it doesn't delete your entire presentation so you have to redo it. Talk to you later.